Hi, I'm Pam Witt of Motivate Moms. Welcome to our YouTube channel where we build communities through parenting. Do me a favor real quick, hit the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel so it keeps me encouraged to keep producing positive, encouraging, and helpful content for parents and families. Today I'm talking about COVID-19 stay-at-home opportunities. And so I think we've spent a lot of time with the woe is me's and worrying about checks and jobs and, it's so much going, health, so many things going on that, that we're consumed with. But I think some of us are missing the greatest opportunities in this setting that we could be taking advantage of right now. So I've got 3 really good opportunities that I think we should jump on before the whole world opens back up, which low-key is probably going to be too soon, but that's another video. So the first opportunity I think we have is building relationships with our family. You're cooped up in the house with them anyway, right? So spend some time with them. Go over family history. I think that's a great way to make families get closer. It's definitely a great way to make generations grow respect for one another. When grandma tells granddaughter or grandson about working in the fields or whatever it is grandma did in the 20s, 30s, or 40s, gives grandson and sometimes that middle generation, their parents, a whole new respect for previous generations and what they went through that allows you to be in a position that you're in right now, kid and parent alike. And kids, you guys have a plethora, just a buttload of information that you can share with your experiences as a kid right now with all this technology and all the different things that you've learned. You guys are doing math like no generation has done before. So share histories and experiences with family. Take some time, plan out an hour or 2 that you guys can all just sit down and chill out and talk and say so tell me about when you was a kid. Or ask the kid, tell me, what is recess like these days at school? How's gym? Show me how to do that math. Or anything. It's opportunity to build respect and stronger relationships, with family right now. You could also do life plans. I'm a big fan of life plans. Me and my kids, we've been making life plans since forever, and we constantly upgrade and edit and upgrade and edit, as life kind of unfolds for us. Sometimes we think we're going left and then we have to take a turn and go right, and then we got to readjust the plan a little bit. It's always great to have goals, ideas, dreams all on paper. Some people do vision boards. It's a great time for a vision board or a dream board. I'm a writer. I love to write, and my kids are the same way, so we just write life out, make a list of all the things that you want to do, put a timeline to it, make a list of the things that you'll do to create these goals, to make them happen. How long will it take? Maybe you need to take a course or get a degree or go to school or take a skill trade to achieve the goal that you're trying to attain. But just like we tell our kids to plan out, a week, 2 weeks, a year, 5 years, 10 years, we should be doing the same thing, unless you planning on dying tomorrow, because I ain't. I'm planning on going to 100. I think I can do it. And I literally do have my life planned out all the way to my funeral. The kids know what picture I want at my service. It's my cutest picture I ever took. And it's not this one, but I got one. Right? So take some time. Make some life plans with your whole family. Even grandma and grandpa can sit down and make some life plans. Usually they, theirs are a little shorter than ours. But they still have plans and goals and things that they want to do. You know, another great opportunity that you can use to build relationships is teaching the kids to cook. Now that one is kind of beneficial on the low, because you're gonna be like, I'm not cooking tonight, cook your own food. So teaching the kids, you know, little all the way up. You know, if you old enough to reach the stove, you old enough to learn how to use it. So teach them to use it, teach them the rights, the wrongs, the do's, the don'ts, and teach them their own favorite recipe. You know, with something that's readily available in the house all the time. You know, they don't have to learn how to make lobster bisque, but, you know, they can, you know, create something, a pasta dish, a meatloaf, you know, or whatever it is in your house that the kids like most. Take the time to teach them how to do it. And one less thing you'll have to do later. My second great tip for taking advantage of an opportunity on the stay-at-home order is living space adjustments. The first thing I did when I got over the fact that, dang, we got to stay in the house for real, as soon as I got over the shock of kind of like, this is really happening, I was like, well, what am I going to do? You know, and I'm a student right now. I'm finishing up a degree. You know, I got things to do. I'm a writer, so I'm writing. But that don't take all day. So one of the first things I did was painted a room that I said I was going to paint about 4 or 5 years ago. And I like went to Menards. I'm like, okay, Menards is still open. So, and I got some things in the garage. And I went to Menards and I bought like a bucket of paint. And I painted this whole room, me and my youngest daughter. And it's beautiful. It's so cute. It looks so springy. I did a pretty decent job. I'll tell you how I learned to do that in the next opportunity. But paint a room. Move your furniture around. Redesign your apartment or your house or a room in your house. Another thing I did was cleaned out my garage. Anybody that's got a garage knows that can be a pretty big job. And so I think I did like a good 60%, you know, type job. It's not 100, but like I can walk in there now on the side of my vehicle. So that's a big deal for me. And it was something to do, kept my mind occupied. By the time I got through, and I picked one of the nicer days outside, of course, not a day that there was snow, but by the time I got through cleaning out the garage, I completely forgot COVID was even going on, because I was just in my own world, doing my own thing, getting my feng shui on, you know, and it was pretty stress relieving. If you are old school like my parents, they used to make us wash the walls, iron the curtains, you know, put your kids on the job. After they get through with their schoolwork, oh, mom, I'm bored. Take this bucket with this bleach and dishwater, you know, mixed, and start washing them walls in your room. Hated to hear that as a kid, but it took my mind off of what was going on, and you know, it was something to do, and the house smelled and looked great afterward. I said rearrange your furniture, switch the kids' rooms. So if Lily over here and Johnny over there, switch them out. That's 2 days of fun, of them redecorating, rearranging, and doing all kind of stuff with the tools and things that you have in your house already, but everybody's got a new vibe because they're in different rooms, you know. So change your living space. Get a different vibe in the house, you know, and it doesn't have to involve buying anything, but just moving around what you have and get a different feeling, letting the kids have input with where things should be, maybe, you know, and just have some fun with it and make a couple of days out of it. My last and favorite, absolute favorite opportunity for dealing with staying at home is a website called Coursera.com. It's adult learning. There is no better time than right now for adults to get their learn on. I don't care if you have a degree, if you don't have a degree, if you just got out of high school, if you're in college and got sent home, got extra time. Any adult can find something really, really awesome in Coursea. Coursea is COURSEA.com. These are free online courses. You can actually pay like $50 to get a certificate in that thing. Not necessary though. But these are free online courses. You want to learn like IT, Spanish, how to use a computer, video editing, you name it. You name it. Coursea has it. And it's free. You study it on your own time. If you started today and you're like, oh, this is easy, this is easy. Oh, wait, I got to read this whole chapter? Okay, I'll do that tomorrow. You work at your own pace, your own time. Nobody's telling you got homework. And you can really pick up some tools and skills that will make you more marketable when the state, the country opens back up again. You can come out of the house twice as knowledgeable as when you came in. So it's such a great opportunity. And Coursea is just one. I like Coursea. My kid does it while she's waiting to ship for the Army. But there are so many opportunities there, and these opportunities are completely free. All you need is internet access, which everybody's got right now. So after you spend that, 3 to 6 hours helping the kids out with their schoolwork, hop on and do an hour of something that you're interested in. It doesn't have to be, oh, I've got to learn Mandarin, but pick something that you're interested in. The courses are so numerous, I couldn't even go through the list. But pick something you're interested in and learn it. Why not? Why not? Adult learning, adjust your living space, build relationships with your family, and I'll throw one more in, and that was journaling, because I meant to put that in there. Journaling is, it may seem boring or like I'm not doing that to some people are already journalers and realize the importance of it and how much you really get to know yourself when you journal. But start your journal, just random piece of paper. If you got a tablet around, a notepad, anything. Because when you keep everything in your mind, it can get stressful. It's everything in there. And when you write it down, you can kind of release it and just kind of let it go. And your mind is free to go on to the solution or whatever the next things you have to deal with are, right? So start your journal with the things that you're grateful for. Even without a job, even with the rent being behind, even with the business that's closed for now, with all the things that are going on, with 4 kids at home, with all the things that are going on, find something just to be grateful for. We all can find something. The breath you're breathing, the eyes that are working, that are watching this video, we can all find something to be grateful for. Start with that. Write down a couple of things that you want to do short term. Like tomorrow I want to do the laundry. I want to finish that assignment. I want to help Deja with her homework. I want to, make a little short list of things you got to do. It's great to get up the next day and tick, 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 tick. And, if you get 5 out of 7, you did great. So, make some short-term goals and, make a road to how you're going to get there. So you wrote down 7 things you got to do tomorrow. Put them in the order of how you want them done. What's easiest to get done? Do you need your coffee first? That puts you at what, 9 or 10 o'clock? So you have X amount of hours. Make a list, make it reasonable, make it be who you are. You know what you're willing to do and what you're not willing to do. So journaling and make your list. Add that. And those are my great ideas for taking advantage of stay-at-home orders while we're in COVID. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Putting 2 videos out a week, maybe more, kind of depends. But I love the encouragement I've been getting so far, and I really appreciate you guys. Share the video and give me a like. Later.